Hey guys, so another thing I want to talk about, I see people do it all the time. Guys are just saying, okay, got jetting issues. I can't get the bike to run good. It bogs from a start until it gets up high and then it runs great. I'm gonna tell you that's not your jetting. People often confuse CVT issues with jetting. If it's really boggy out of the hole, your carb is easy. The carb is probably 10% of the tuning. The other 90% is your CVT and making sure you don't have air leaks. So if your bike is boggy out of the hole, quit just throwing different jets at it. That's not it. If it bogs from a dead stop, it's your CVT. If you're driving and then you let off the throttle and then the idle comes down, then you get back on it again, 90% chance it's your CVT. You've got to get your CVT dialed. Get your jetting close and then get your CVT dialed. I see guys just randomly just throwing jetting. The carb is bad. It's jetting. It's typically not. It's typically your CVT. So if your CVT starts shifting, really soon. Say you added a pipe or big bore kit or something, your CVT starts shifting soon. You're gonna fall out of your power band, and no matter how much throttle you give it, you're not gonna make power to overcome that shifting action. It's like starting your car off in second or third gear. And I know we've been over the CVT systems a lot, but this pulley starts moving and this starts shifting, your belt starts changing ratio before you get into your power band, it's just gonna bog forever. So if you have this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 second bog off the line, it's not your jetting, it's not your carb. I mean, you may not be dialed right on your carburetor, but in general, it's your CVT. So I can't stress that enough. Figure out your CVT first, get your CVT really close. Once you get your CVT to where you don't have a bog off the line, then you can work on jetting. When I jet, I like to jet, I get the CVT close, and then I like to jet for wide open throttle, and then I like to do my pilot after that. So I get my wide open throttle really close, and then I mess with my pilot. So again, tuning this stuff, if you don't have any air leaks, so of course you don't want any air leaks, carb tuning is a walk in the park. I mean, if you have a good quality carb, you can call me up and say, hey, I've got a Contessa kit, I've got a Yasuni R and a Polini 21. I can tell you where to start, and you're going to be within 3 or 4 jet sizes off. So that completely eliminates the fighting and struggling of jetting. If you run a good quality one, and if you purchase from us, if you buy it from somewhere else, I would suggest call them to ask for advice, and they're probably not going to give it to you. Or they're not going to know, or they're going to give you the wrong sizes. So I've actually heard some shops sell pipes and bores to people and tell them you don't have to upjet at all. That's not the case. So I can't stress that enough. Don't waste your money throwing parts and hours and time into a carburetor, jetting it if your CVT is not dialed. If you can't get rid of that bog from down low, there's a 90% chance it's your CVT. So take your time, dial in your clutch, dial in your rollers, dial in your shimming, get it really close. You can't run a stock contra. You got a big bore kit and a pipe and stuff. I see a lot of guys, they neglect changing the contra springs and the contra spring and the clutch springs back here. You can't, all this has to work together. The CVT, all this has to be paired and tuned properly. If you do just a variator, you do a big bore kit and a pipe and all this stuff, and you leave this stock back here, you've just wasted your money on all the other parts, because your contra and your clutch springs are going to hinder your performance of your entire transmission and your whole bike. So it's going to be real boggy. It's going to be really, really boggy. It's going to take forever to get up to speed. So just kind of want to explain jetting and CVT tuning, and just get your CVT close. Well, actually, I would do this. I would make sure you don't have air leaks. Second, I would tune your CVT. Third, I would mess with your carburetor. Get your CVT close, guys, and don't waste a ton of time with your carb. You shouldn't have to. With jetting these Polini carbs, you should just be incredibly close from the get-go. Get your CVT dialed, and then tune and get your temps where they should be. So this is Jared Gearhart's bike. We're gonna do some dyno runs on the Yasuni pipe he's got. then we're gonna throw a Taiwan pipe on up there. We're gonna do a 2 fast, an arrow. We've got a crusty old PG long back here somewhere. We're gonna run, no, PG short, PG long, maybe a Windjammer, maybe a Fabrizi, and a 2 fast. So that'll be a bit before we do that. But you guys got questions? Let me know. Let me know if you guys have questions on tuning or what you want to see next. Happy Monday.